It is very clear from the tests performed by the Global Consciousness Project that group attention can affect the physical world, imposing order upon random systems. The question now becomes, can group intention also affect the physical world, and can it do so at a higher rate of effectiveness over an individual? The answer, as might be expected, is yes. 2 exploratory studies were performed to study the effects of distant healing through time and space. In both cases, healing intention was directed by groups. Umbanda is a primarily Brazilian religion that blends several belief systems. The word itself means magic and the art of healing. Its spiritual leaders are psychic mediums who are believed to have the ability to communicate with the spirits of the dead in behalf of the living. The results of both tests found that directed healing intention was effective and that group intention was stronger than that of an individual intention. Directing group healing intent is the very basis of LDS temple prayer circles, known as the True Order of Prayer. Temple initiates are asked to form a circle around the altar and then, as a group, direct their faith towards the names of the sick and afflicted on the altar. Unity within the group is essential. Science would call this coherence. The ordinance draws on the gospel principle of oneness of mind and heart. That is, there must be the gospel equivalent of a coherent group mind. The Apostle Paul repeatedly counseled the saints of his time to be of one mind. He gave the counsel to the Corinthians. And to the Romans twice. And to the Philippians 3 times. Most commentators believe that Paul is simply asking the saints to become unified and live in harmony with each other. The LDS New Testament Student Manual believes that Paul was preaching unity among the early church members. Unity, in this sense, refers to a condition or state of harmony and accord. According to this understanding, Paul is cautioning the saints against infighting or internal strife. However, there is more to Paul's statement than a call to harmony. In the 6 verses just quoted, Paul uses the same Greek expression, which literally means to think the same thing. While thinking the same thing within a group certainly leads to a form of harmony, it presupposes that the group, that is, the members of the church Paul addresses, have a common object that serves as their focus of thinking. A group focusing on thinking the same thing creates coherence among the group, or in other words, a group mind. In his epistle to the Ephesians, Paul called this one mind a unity of the faith. And, as we learned from Joseph Smith, faith is simply mental exertion. To be clear, when Paul speaks of a unity of faith, he's not speaking of a common belief or religion. He's talking about faith as the active principle of belief, trust, and confidence. That is, the apostle is again exhorting the saints to become of one mind in their exercise of faith in the common object of their intention, the Son of God.